to the outside, and Stevenson this time gets snowed under outside the 5-yard line. Braylon Arnold got there to help lead the charge. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking for small victories at this point, Scott. And if they can stop him here, hold him to a field goal, that is a small victory. But we'll take it at this point.
Bears got 3 receivers.
They're sliding. They're reading right. They're reading Mike Sestan to the right side.
Hoyer scrambling, throws it away.
Good job. Good job by the Eagles there. Nice catch by the guy in the stands. Did you see that?
I looked away. I've got to admit, a good coverage, no doubt. And Hoyer had nowhere to go with the ball.
Really good coverage. Kevon Seymour back there. Sean Bradley had good coverage. And then the Eagle fan in the second row got the pick. It was good all the way around.
This is going to be a 24-yard attempt for Nordin. And he bangs it through. 9:03 left to go. You said small victories, right? Sometimes small victories come from very big plays from folks in the stands.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting. Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor. It's time we take a step forward, come together,
and discover
how accepting our differences can make us stronger.
Unconventional thinking means we see things differently, so you can focus on what matters most. That's how we've become the leader in 5G, #1 in customer satisfaction, and a partner who includes 5G in every plan, so you get it all.
As your business changes, the United States Postal Service is changing with it. With e-commerce that runs at the speed of now, next day and 2-day shipping nationwide, and returns right from the doorstep. It's a whole new world out there. Let's not keep it waiting.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Only pay for what you need. With customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual. Nothing rhymes with Liberty Mutual.
only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
DIY means having the right tools. Search with images, that's a tool. So's renting with a swipe. Same-day delivery, that's a power tool. This isn't just DIY, this is the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
No ink? I need you to print. I need you. Please don't do this. I love you so much. I hate you. You think you're empty. I'm empty.
Do you suffer from cartridge conniptions? Be conniption-free thanks to the cartridge-free Epson EcoTech printer. A ridiculous amount of ink. Up to 2 years of ink comes in the box. The EcoTech is the perfect cure for...
I'm sorry. I didn't mean any of that. I meant it! You're mocking me.
The Epson EcoTech. Just fill and chill.
Does anybody have more cartridges?
Available at...
You founded your kayak company because you love the ocean, not spreadsheets. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
We're here for that NFL Red Zone feeling.
Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen.
That gives you 2 games at once. No, 8 games at once. Every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon feel. Go to NFL.com/redzone and get it now.
Now, there's little doubt that's the score that you would want to see for the home team with 9:03 left to go. Another opportunity for Nick Mullins to come out, though, and see if they can get the offense moving one more time. A lot of the guys who've seen action early, like Boston Scott, along the sideline right now. Miles Sanders, who in some ways it appears was a surprise starter in this game. Part of the running back group that they have ready to go on the active roster here right now. And there's no doubt that the lion's share of what you expect to see is for Sanders and Jordan Howard in short yardage situations. How does the rest of that flush out for the remainder of the preseason, but more importantly for the beginning of the season? Let's go down to Dave Spadaro.
Yeah, you know, I think that with 17 games, you've got to keep 4 running backs on the active roster, 2 on the practice squad. So, to me, it looks like Sanders, it looks like Scott, Jordan Howard, who nearly retired in the offseason, was contemplating it. He looks terrific out there. And then Kenny Gainwell has been a really nice piece. So after that, Jason Huntley, Elijah Holyfield battling for spots. The release of Kerryon Johnson this week, the injury he suffered, really changed the dynamic and clarified the running back situation just a bit.
I think it's a good point in terms of the 17-game schedule and what that's going to do roster-wise in a lot of different ways. That one extra game doesn't sound like much on this end, but as you get through a full season and to the end of a 17-game season, it does.
Do you remember when you were younger and you would say, like in kindergarten or first grade, like, my dad can beat up your dad?
Yeah.
Can you imagine being Elijah Holyfield?
No.
How awesome that would have been? My dad's kind of Evander Holyfield.
My dad is Evander Holyfield.
That must have been a real good feeling.
I wonder how Mike Tyson's name plays in that house.
Well, it also must be annoying for Elijah Holyfield. Every game he's ever played, some announcer like me references his dad in some way or another. Now I feel bad. We can't just talk about him and his merits. Look, he's getting an opportunity here. I don't think they're going to put Gainwell back in because I think they look at Gainwell as a valuable piece for this season. So it might be some blitz pickup here by Holyfield.
Third down. That ball batted down at the line of scrimmage. That kind of night with not a whole lot happening to the Eagles offense all night long. And Nick Mullins, another frustrating possession, this time resulting in a 3-and-out.
His arms are, he's a put-together guy. Kind of looks like his dad, physique.
Oh, his dad was wow. I mean, when he was at his peak, I'm not sure that anybody looked better as a boxer physically than he did.
I just remember he could absorb so much punishment. The toughness of Evander Holyfield. And his son plays that way too. He's not overly fast, but he plays very tough brand of football.
I had a chance to talk to him a couple of years ago at the Super Bowl. He's a really classy guy. Flag on the play. After the punt, a 54-yard punt and an 11-yard return. Waiting on the penalty. They're sure discussing it a lot, Ross.
During the kick, personal foul, face mask, kicking team number 41. This 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down, timeout.
Andre Patton called for the penalty, and the Patriots once again have the football when we come back.
It's me against the world. It's time for week 2 of preseason action. With the most live games on NFL Network, it's time for football. Let's go for this. Week 2 of the NFL preseason, live on NFL Network.
Tomorrow on NFL Total Access, we're taking you right up to kickoff of Cincinnati, Washington. Plus, Dak Prescott's shoulder and the Cowboys are under the training camp spotlight. Tomorrow, 7 Eastern.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you struggling living paycheck to paycheck? For years, we've been sharing the secret of how we can reduce your debt to a fraction of what you owe. On average, we reduce credit card debt by up to half. Isn't it time you got that same help? We're Credit Associates, the debt settlement experts. We're offering free information that will show you how to lower your monthly payments, settle your debt, and save you thousands of dollars. Just call 1-800-982-9698. No matter how you got into debt, we have a plan to get you debt-free. It really is the secret credit card companies don't want you to know, but we're here to share it. Call us now and find out how much you could save. There's no risk to call. It'll only take 5 minutes. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. For this free information that could really help you save thousands, call 1-800-982-9698.
We're all here for football.
Welcome to the party, my friends.
We're here for the Thursday night throwdown. Touchdown, the Chargers win it. The doesn't get much better. Sunday morning breakdowns.
He's going to add to his legacy.
And all the inside lowdown.
I got to just play hard, game in and game out.
Your team. We're the first pick. Our team. It's such an exciting time for a fan. Every team. Caught in the end zone. We're all here for it. Incredible. NFL Network. We're here for football.
In the fourth quarter of preseason game number 2, a game that's been dominated tonight by the New England Patriots. And once again, their offense is on the field. So you played the game. You know what these games are like. What is the takeaway from tonight and from this week?
Well, the takeaway from this week was that things went very well Monday and Tuesday when it was 1s against 1s and 2s against 2s. The takeaway from tonight is that it's been ugly, and even when it was the Eagles 2s against the Patriots 2s, or the 3s versus 3s like right now, it hasn't gone very well. So you can decide how much that matters to you, but ultimately what really matters, and we all know this, for Nick Sirianni this year, is how his 1s do against the other team's 1s. And we really didn't get to see the Eagles' 1s tonight to see whether or not they could take a step forward from last week. I think, though, talking with him yesterday, he certainly felt like they took a step forward in the 2 joint practices, which he called basically simulated games.
That's how they play them now. And again, as a fumble, they're going to get themselves a turnover and get the football back. Seymour with the scoop of the football, and I believe it was Raekwon Williams who knocked it out.
I like it. I like it. Eagles needed that. Make a play on defense.
Yep.
Good hustle by Raekwon Williams to chase that down. Somebody made a play. Eagles needed that.
Old Trapper Beefs. Last bag.
You know there's plenty for both of you.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bop. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
New Budweiser Summer Patriotic cans are here to give you a red, white, and Bud upgrade. Collect all 3 limited edition designs. New Budweiser Summer Patriotic cans. In stores now.
The fact that this Reese's ad showed up at this exact moment proves that your devices are listening to your stomach.
Fall together with Lowe's. Labor Day values now in-store and online. Lowe's. Home to any budget. Home to any possibility.
Tide Pods Ultra Oxy one-ups the cleaning power of liquid.
Can it one up whatever they're doing?
For sure.
Seriously?
One up the power of liquid, one up the toughest stains. Any further questions? One up the power of liquid with Tide Pods Ultra Oxy.
Every day,
Millions of people are connecting. Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor. It's time we take a step forward, come together,
and discover
how accepting our differences can make us stronger.
Rush Hour will never feel the same. Experience thrilling performance from our entire line of vehicles at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Lease the 2021 IS 300 for $379 a month for 36 a month.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
NFL Fantasy is back for the biggest season ever. It's easy to play. Optimize your lineup with one click and watch exclusive player stories. Download the NFL Fantasy app today.
Take a look at Raekwon Williams right here. Watch him the whole play, okay? We were saying the Eagles needed to make a play. These guys are all fighting for jobs. He gets in the backfield. Watch the hustle. Watch the effort. Boom! Right there comes in and strips it. I love it. He was an undrafted free agent last year. Just watch him, chase him down. He's not giving up. He's still fighting. You better believe the coaches will notice that.
And so the Eagles take over at the 21-yard line. Another try for Nick Mullins. Scrambling out of harm's way and dumping it off to Stoll across the 30. That's going to be good for a first down to the 32, an 11-yard pickup.
Stoll's got a bunch of catches now. He was one of the most highly paid undrafted free agents for the Eagles out of Nebraska.
657 yards and 6 touchdowns in his Nebraska career.
Sit down.
4 catches here tonight.
Sit down.
I am sitting down.
They couldn't have been talking to us. Trying to get it in there to Stoll once again. And second down coming up with 6:07 to go. We talked about ones against ones. So here's a question. Will we get to see ones against one before the preseason is over? Because you never know how teams, like you pointed out earlier, with the 3-game schedule are handling things. So what are the Jets going to do next week? And what are the Eagles going to be doing next week?
I have no idea. It's run by Holyfield. Finish it. Yeah! Yes! That's how you play the sport. I mean, he's trying to get a job, whether it's active roster or practice squad for $9,200 a week. Watch him finish the run. This is what he did at Georgia. I'm not going out of bounds. Boom, get some. Shoulder right up in the chin. I like that. Got close to knocking him over, making the angry run segment. Love it.
So the first down gets him out to the 45. And now bouncing it outside with a quarterback leading the way. There you go. Mullins had to turn it to a blocker, and he helped key a 20-yard run.
Big-time cutback by Holyfield all the way against the green. Watch him. He's going to go here and go, whoop, I'm going all the way back. Nope, going all the way back. Good job by Stoll on the backside. Get in there, Mullins. Hit him. Yeah. I like it.
Come on, Elijah, I got you.
These guys are showing some spunk. That Raequan Williams forced fumble gave these guys some energy. Let's get some points on the board.
That's what they would love to be able to do before this final 5 minutes expires. And dumping it down, Holyfield touching on every play. This time gets hit and dumped at the end of the play by Maluia.
I am dying to say down goes Holyfield every time he gets sacked. I'm not going to do it, though.
You could.
I'm not going to.
All right.
I'm happy he's getting these reps, though. I'm happy he's getting a chance to show what he can do. He just got more depth now in the backfield.
11 yards a carry at this point. That's going to cut into the yards per carry. Lost a couple right there. As the Patriots defense stands up a bit now as we close to the 4-minute mark left to go.
You know, one of the things I love about the preseason, Scott, is the stories of some of these guys. Harry Kreider, undrafted rookie from Indiana, type 1 diabetes. He's a type 1 diabetic.
Diagnosed back when he was 10 years old.
Can't even imagine how hard that's been for him to be able to keep his weight like that, start a bunch of games in Indiana, get a shot in the NFL. Kudos to that young man.
Mullins throwing. Thought he had it out there for Stoll. It was contact, but no call. Lee Gant was there in coverage, and it falls incomplete, and the Eagles are going to go for it on 4th down.
And not only is he a type 1 diabetic, but he's got his master's in criminal justice and public safety. So if football doesn't work out, there's a pretty good chance in some way, shape, or form he'll be serving us.
Blitz is coming. A little late getting there, but Mullins can't get rid of the football, and that's going to end the drive. Nick Thurman came in to get another sack. And guess what? They're going to get another shot. There's going to be a downfield defensive holding call coming.
They come with the blitz again. The stunt gets them. The stunt with Kreider and Pierschbacher is what got him.
There were 2 fouls by the defense on the play. Holding, number 35. His penalty is declined. Holding, number 38. This penalty will be enforced 5 yards from the previous spot and an automatic first down.
2 defensive holding calls on the same play. And Dean Virgin is the one who gets called for it. So first down at the 31-yard line now. And another try with 3:28 to go. Mullins firing. That ball picked off. Another tip ball interception. Adrian Colbert is out with the return across the 30-yard line. Third turnover of the night for the Eagles.
Mullins actually had a decent amount of time here. Stepped into the throw. It goes off Stoll's hands. Not a great throw by Mullins, but Stoll would tell you if it hits both of his hands like that, he should probably be able to catch it. I mean, it went through both of his hands. He's got to make that play for his quarterback. Osborne almost able to get the ricochet. And now is probably a good time to remind everyone this is a preseason game, and it does not count in any way, shape, or form. You can see Zach Ertz is talking to Stoll, who's not happy that ball went off his fingertips.
Well, it does count for a guy like Stoll in that situation. I'm sure it'll be something that he's going to be looking back on as this one comes to an end. But again, not an easy catch, but a catchable ball.
It's such a good point, Scott, that the score doesn't matter, but individual performances do. And I love seeing Zach Ertz over there. You know, even at walkthrough yesterday, after walkthrough was over, Zach Ertz was the last guy on the field, catching pass after pass after pass. He is such a pro. He's been such a great Eagle. And I think people forget, after a down year, just how good he was for a solid 5-year stretch, even through 2019. A year ago, we were talking about how he wanted reportedly a new contract like Kittle and Kelsey. It's unbelievable how you have one injury-plagued year and all of a sudden people start to forget about you. I think Zach Ertz is going to have a really good season.
6,000 yards, 36 touchdowns. Of course, the clinching touchdown for what set off the biggest football celebration that this town has ever seen. We reached the 2-minute warning. Patriots up big.
Make this the summer of sand on the floorboard and mud on the tires, where one wave introduced you to 1,000 friends you didn't know you had, and one spirit of adventure took you places you hadn't dreamed existed. Make this the summer you discovered there's only one. Make this the summer of Jeep.
Get $2,250 combined cash allowance plus $500 bonus cash on select 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee models. Plus, get 3 years no-cost maintenance with the Jeep Wave program.
Doing it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself. With the Home Depot as your partner, doing's never been easier. This is doing like never before. This is the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people like Geico because it's just easy. Bundling, for example. You've got car insurance here and home insurance here. Why not? Zoop, put them together. Save even more. Some things are better together, aren't they? Like, tea and crumpets. You wouldn't bundle just anything. Like, say, a porcupine in a balloon factory. Now, that'd be a mess. I mean, for starters, porcupines are famously no good at a team set.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
Some carriers give you so little for your old or busted phone. Not Verizon. You dunk it, crash it, doggy bone it. We upgrade it.
Up to $800 for the 5G phone you want. Plus, get $500 when you switch.
Because everyone deserves better.
I'm MJ Acosta-Ruiz with an NFL Network up-to-the-minute update presented by Kit Kat. The Patriots and Eagles kicked off week 2 of preseason tonight, right here on the NFL Network. Eagles without quarterback Jalen Hurts, who was a late scratch from the lineup after experiencing abdominal pain. The Eagles QB was on the field for warm-ups, but was sent to the hospital for precautionary measures. Head coach Nick Sirianni on Hurts after the game.
Yeah, he came in. He wasn't feeling great when he came in, and so we put him through pregame warm-ups, and he wanted to go out there and go through pregame warm-ups, and he came back in. He still wasn't feeling good, and we evaluated him. We just decided that it wasn't in his best interest to play with what he was feeling, and we evaluated him. He's fine now. He's doing okay now, but that's why we held him out. He actually went to the hospital to get evaluated for his stomach, and like I said, they came back. Everything's good, and he's going to be okay.
What kind of symptoms did he have?
He had pain in his abdomen, and which for a guy like that to tell us, he's a tough guy, and so it must have been hurting him pretty good for him to let us know about that.
Was the plan on offensive line just to start Isaac and Jordan with Jalen at quarterback?
Well, no. What we were going to do, we were playing that all by ear, and that was kind of up in the air of what we wanted to do. We got some guys with a lot of experience on that offensive line, and so we talked to those guys on the right side there yesterday, and they were sore. They wanted to go, but we just thought, again, in the best interest of them. They played 2 games essentially this week, and we just felt like they got a lot of good work, and they didn't need to go this 3rd day in a row.
So he was examined at the hospital. Did he go home?
After he was examined at the hospital, you know what? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't get that. I don't know stuff.
Nick, I think it caught some of us by surprise because we saw him pre-game. He was dancing, he was spinning. It looked like he was feeling great. So kind of what you're saying, he came into the building today before those pre-game warm-ups, wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, correct.
And then have you seen enough from him? I don't know what your plans are for the Jets game next week, but have you seen enough for him where you would be comfortable going into Atlanta, that regular season opener, without him playing in that final game?
Next week we have 2 practices against the Jets and 2 other practices. So again, we'll evaluate how he's feeling these next couple days. But we get 2 practices against the Jets to further, like I've said before, those are like games. Those practices, those inter squad practices are like games. So he's going to be able to get 2 more there. So I'm pretty confident that we'll get a lot of good work against the Jets.
What do you think of Devontae Smith tonight? His debut and everything?
Yeah, it looked like he was a little antsy at first, right? He dropped a couple balls, but he was a little late with his eyes on the deep ball that Joe threw him. But he made a couple plays there that was good to that's what happens with young wideouts. They gotta play, and they gotta go through the ups and downs a little bit. And the preseason's for that to happen. He ran a good route on that return route on a third down. Thought he ran a couple other good routes too. We'll look at the tape to see totally how he played. But I'm glad he got in there and was able to play a good, meaningful first half and take a couple hits and have to go against some of those tight coverage looks that they had to get.
New York Jets defensive end Carl Lawson will miss the 2021 season after rupturing his left Achilles tendon Thursday. He was the team's biggest free agent signing from the offseason. The injury happened during a red zone period in a joint practice between the Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Safety Zane Lewis also suffered a season-ending injury during the joint practice as the Jets said he tore a patella tendon and sprained an MCL. Bears rookie QB Justin Fields will play this week against the Bills. Fields will return to practice Thursday following some time off due to a groin injury. The team will be cautious with Fields' reps. Head coach Matt Nagy said Andy Dalton will play at least a quarter and a half. Here's a look at your slate of games for Week 2 right here on the NFL Network. Friday, it's Bengals at Washington. We'll go for a quadruple header on Saturday, starting with Bills at Bears all the way through Raiders at Rams. Sunday, it's a two-peat for you, starting with Giants at Browns. We close it out, primetime, 49ers at Chargers. This has been your up-to-the-minute update presented by Kit Kat.
2 minutes left to go in what has been a long and, in a lot of ways, frustrating night for the Eagles. Let's take a look at our play of the game presented by Independence Blue Cross.
Well, not a lot to choose from for the Eagles, quite frankly, so let's show the hustle by a second-year undrafted guy, Raequan Williams. No quit, no give up. in Williams to chase that down and cause the fumble, and that allowed the Eagles to really have their best drive of the night.
Now, when you take a look back at the things that we saw tonight that were positive, there's no doubt that seeing a rookie top draft pick on the field starting to just show a little bit of what he can do is one of the big takeaways.
There's no question. I mean, Scott, when he hurt his knee a couple weeks ago, I didn't know if he'd play in any preseason games. The fact that he was out there tonight and looking good is a great sign moving forward, because that means he'll be well healed in advance of week 1. This is what he did at Alabama. Consistently separates. He got a ton of space on that throw from Flacco. And the Eagles need that so badly. They need a guy like Devontae Smith that can get open consistently as a route runner. Rager's got a ton of physical ability. We know Watkins can fly, but they need a polished route runner that the quarterbacks can feed when they're really desperate to know somebody's going to be open. Devontae Smith did a nice job getting open tonight.
It's funny, you look at the three of them together, and we talked about this with Quez. The fact that they're young means that they kind of have to push each other, not just on the field in terms of their accomplishments, but in the film room, trying to get better as players. And he said that that's exactly what they're doing as a group right now. It's going to be interesting to see how that blossoms over the course of this season. Now remember, next week, they will be back on the field again in joint practices up in Florham Park, New Jersey with the New York Jets. That's Tuesday and Wednesday. And they'll have their regular walkthrough on Thursday, and we will reconvene with them next week. MetLife Stadium in the Meadowlands for the final preseason game. Patriots are taking a knee. After that is done with the Jets, you get the break, the extra break this year because of just 3 games. The season begins at Atlanta, home against the Niners, at Dallas, and then home against the Chiefs. Even though you're looking at 3 losing records on there, that is not an easy beginning to the season.
No, it's not, because the 49ers should be much better with their starting quarterback back, and/or Trey Lance. The Cowboys should be much better with their starting quarterback back, Dak Prescott. And even the Falcons, I think, have too much ability to be 4-12 like they were last year with a quarterback like Philly native Matt Ryan.
So you got those first 4, and we'll talk next week about what the rest of the schedule looks like for Nick Sirianni in his first season. Long, long year. Lots of football to play. But a little bit of a smile and a little bit of relief from Devontae Smith to get on the field. And these 2 men who did a lot of work together in advance of this week and through this week wrap up New England's visit to Philadelphia. So join us next Friday at 7:30 p.m. as the Eagles travel to New Jersey to face the Jets. Stay tuned to NBC 10 for the postgame show, or go to PhiladelphiaEagles.com. For Dave Spadaro and Ross Tucker, I'm Scott Graham. Good night from Lincoln Financial Field.
State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where the Arizona Cardinals begin their quest to get back to the playoffs for the first time since 2015. It's year 3 of the Cliff Kingsbury era. Year 3 for Kyler Murray, who's had a decorated career in high school, college, and now in the NFL. The stakes are higher here in 2021 after the Cardinals had a 6-3 record last year, but finished 8-8 and missed the playoffs. Kyler Murray got hurt in that regular season finale loss against the Rams. Kyler is not hurt tonight. He's fine. They just don't want to take a chance of getting him hurt. We spoke with Cliff yesterday. He didn't tell us outright he wasn't going to play, but hinted that it's unlikely, given they feel that they have seen enough so far in practice from Kyler Murray running the offense. Matt Prater, new Cardinal kicker, he will boot it away.
Oh, I love the smell of my black in the evening, David. Here we go.
Prater will kick it deep to Johnny Dixon. It'll be a touchback. The Cowboys will start on the 25. Their quarterback, Dak Prescott, is out due to injury. but it's not the ankle. Remember, he hurt that ankle last year in Week 5 against the Giants. Andy Dalton replaced him for most of the rest of the season. But Garrett Gilbert was the backup to Dalton last year. Dalton is now in Chicago, so Gilbert gets the start tonight. Prescott battling a shoulder injury, expected to be ready to go for the regular season, but there's still some concern about that throwing shoulder for Prescott. It's play action for Gilbert on first down, and he dumps it off across the 30-yard line to Michael Gallup, and it's a gain of 11 out to the 36.
Boy, how about that right there? 12 personnel, one back, two tight ends. You just run a little tackle zone fake. Here comes the waggle, the little bootleg rollout. Bada bing, bada boom.
CeeDee Lamb, first-round pick last year. Along with Gallup, Tony Pollard, Zeke Elliott not playing tonight for Dallas. Pollard is the back here on first down from the Cowboy 36. Dallas went 6-10 last year, but missed the playoffs by a game. Washington won the NFC East despite going 7-9. Big hit in the backfield, and there's the rookie Zaven Collins, the first-round draft pick, taking down Pollard for a loss of a couple.
Oh, how about that? The young rook, all fired up, making a play, playing downhill right now, runs into the A-gap and makes the play. Man, I love that, Zaven Collins. Play downhill, brother.
Played at Tulsa, won every major college football award on defense last year. The Nagurski, the Bednarik, 16th overall selection, 22 years old. Run it again here between the tackles on 2nd and 12. Here we get a good push out to about the 39-yard line for Pollard. We talked about Kyler Murray not playing. No DeAndre Hopkins. J.J. Watt isn't good.